Hello, check 1 2. All right, just making sure we're all the way live here, and we are all the way live. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ace, back at it again. Just saying hello to everyone out there. Hope everyone's doing well. Streaming this to Twitch. This will be the third time streaming, making sure everything's legit, streaming wise, of course. So if you do stumble across this as it is live, hit me up in the chat so I know my chat's working. I have it embedded. Hopefully I did that right. I think I did. And don't forget to follow. I'll be streaming every day. I haven't gotten a schedule yet, but I'm super close. I think it's going to be 12 to 2 and 12 to 2. And then on the weekends, Sunday, it'll probably be 12 to 2 again, you know. Having break beats for breakfast is what I'm going to call that. But so yeah, if you've seen the other video out there, check it out. I was talking about the new Neve console and making a beat, and I'll probably make a beat tonight as well. As you can see on the screen, the topic of tonight and what I'll be discussing is my love and hate relationship with the MK3 and the MPC. And I've owned a lot of drum machines over the years / samplers, but that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, y'all. So yeah, just want to check one thing here. Bear with me, y'all, with the software. Just getting used to it, but work in progress. So if you come across this live feed as you're going through the Twitch rabbit hole, which I have done. And by the way, I'll tell you what, this whole Twitch world is awesome. It really is. I discovered it over the quarantine. I'm just like, this is incredible. All types of people through all walks of life with music, chatting, all those DJs. I mean, I'm finding new people each day. So I thought it's just such a cool place. So there it is. It's really cool. But yeah, if you guys are new here, please follow. If you see this on YouTube, and then please subscribe. Oh, I have that underneath my other graphic. But let me just get that so we can. Let's make this a little bit smaller here. There we go. So let me try that again, just for effect. So if you see this on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, follow. But if you're on YouTube, subscribe. There it is. I'll get faster with the buttons, but you know, that'd be great if you could subscribe. Be awesome. You know, it takes a community to build up, start a conversation. If you're into beat making, emceeing, engineering, gear reviews, all these things, there's a lot of gear, not just here, but behind the camera, in that closet there, down here against that rack. Let me get that. There we go. Off there. 1 second here. Let me move that to there. There's the gear. There's some more rack stuff back there, and it's everywhere. Mics and all that. So if that's what you're into, that's what we'll be talking about, and making beats and talking tech and topics and all these things. So question of the day, there'll be a couple of them. Number one is, if you had to pick between the MPC, Touch, Live, X, whatever, if you had to choose between the MPC, of course, we'll just say for purpose sakes the Live or the Touch or the One. The One would be another one. So if you had the choice between the MPC, any one of those lines, or the MK3, which would you pick? Hit me up in the chat or in the comments. Let me know which would you pick. And I've owned both. Obviously, I have this, and I've had the MK3. Now, I just had the MK3 without the going into the topic, and, you know, spoiler alert and repeating myself, is I just sold the MK3. So I was going to say, did I keep it? But I did not. But I had it for a good year and a half, almost 2 years, but probably a year and a half. And I'll get into that. But this other question of the day, the second question of the day, does anyone out there know anyone personally that has gotten the COVID personally? Like, you know, somebody that's like lives right next door to you, or your homeboy in the city, or your homegirl, or whoever. Just curious about people's thoughts, because I ask people that all the time, and it's very, I think, Yeah, it's like they've known people through other people, but not directly. So I'm just curious, not saying it's, fake or anything like that, fakey, but I'm just curious if anyone has, directly knows somebody that's got it. I have not, thank God. Like I said, I know somebody through somebody in that regard. So I hope that nobody else gets it. Those numbers. Let me just turn this down slightly. I thought I heard it jump up. Yeah, I hope nobody continues to get it. 1 second here, y'all. Seems like when I say nobody, it clipped right there. It seems that, I just don't want anybody to get it anymore. I want everyone to be healed and happy. Healed and happy and all that good stuff. I want everyone to just vibe out. It's interesting with this software. I'm sorry, guys, I'm off topic. But 1 second here, y'all. I want everyone to vibe and chill and all that good stuff out there. But anyways, y'all, I want to jump right in, after, chatting it up, talking about, random stuff. But my love-hate relationship with the MPC, it's a deep one. But I'm not going to go, we can go somewhat deep with it. I won't go too deep with it. I can give, history and so on and so forth on, both of these devices. And then prior getting into owning equipment, the first pieces of gear that I owned. Okay. So my love-hate relationship with the MPC, and I want to pull up just so we have a frame of reference so you can see my ugly desktop again. And let me get this graphic out the way for us since we know what we're talking about now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this little guy and I'll just put her right there. And we'll just jump down. Boom. Cool. Let me go back to here just so it's all about... it's back to me. My bad. There it is. All right, cool. And I need to collapse some of these out. All right, cool. All right, so right here, this is the MPC Touch. This is the one I have right now. Now, you'll see these, and you'll see a lot of people have the MPCs out there, and they usually either have, the one is very popular right now, but the MPC Live with the speaker on it, which I think they're calling that an MK2. I could be wrong, but since I'm on the website, we could just look. But this is the one that I have. This is the Touch, so it has to always be set up and connected to a computer. That's the bummer with the Touch for sure. That's one. There's other ones, major bummers with it, but that's definitely one, is it has to always be connected to the software. Let me turn this down ever so slightly for us. The last time I heard this music on playback, it was a little bit low in the mix. So, comment, y'all. Tell me if the balance seems right to you guys, and then I can change that. Of course, I'll just keep it on for now. Each song, obviously, is mastered differently. So I have the Touch here. It has to be always hooked up to software, as I said. I'm going to turn this preamp down just ever so slightly, y'all. Pardon me. Check, check, check. There it is. Okay, good. So I have the Touch. It has to be connected to the computer. I said that 3 times, just so you know, it has to be connected to a computer for it to work. And I'll tell you what, it was kind of a pain in the ass to get it connected. It kept on wanting to install this display link, which wouldn't connect properly over and over, of course. And then the screen would be just completely dim. And all these things, and I'm telling you, it took a lot of research, probably about a good week's worth, because every time you would unplug and then plug back in the USB, it would like make a connection with the computer and then kick back out and just be like a blank TV screen. It'd be like on, but not connected like it is now to the MPC. software. But this does every single thing that the live version does, except this has to be connected to the computer. The live is exactly what it's designed for, to be alive. Take it anywhere. Has batteries for it. Actually, not batteries. It has a internal battery that you charge, and you can take external storage. I've actually, I've used one before, and I've said this in my other video. My MPC, well, the iMPC Pro 2 app that's on my iPad and my MPC Element kicks ass. I mean, it is so fast. It does such a great job that, I mean, the screen is huge, of course, and I have the feel of the pads of the MPC, and it is just beautiful. It really is. Now, to carry around something like this in a backpack, it wouldn't be too hard to do. I've never owned it. Like I said, I've used it. So, I definitely could slide this in a backpack if this was the live version and take it anywhere and make beats with it. I don't like to work on a tiny screen like this to edit and things like that. I really don't. That's not my thing. That might be other people's things, for sure. Maybe that's the way that other people create, but that's just not my vibe. I'm going to turn this down, y'all. Pardon me. I'm still trying to make some type of... There we go. Some type of setup to where I can, hit one button and turn it down. But I think what I'm going to do, actually, I don't think what I will be doing the next time, I'll have my SP404 hooked up, and I'll be using that for music and maybe live editing and effects, or making beats and hooking it up like that. Rolling SP404, and I'll do a review on that, and how to use that device and make beats. But let me go back. Let's go back to Safari just so we can get another frame of reference here. So once again, this is the device I have. It's going to be limited. The Live has more inputs as well. This is very limited. You would just be able to plug in a turntable, left and right, or a guitar, something like that, and plug right in. The negatives for using this device, the hate relationship of it would be the software for the MPC software is, now this is just my opinion, it's rather difficult to use. Like, it's very kind of confusing. I actually just now finally got a good handle on it, and I've gotten a lot extremely quick with the software, the MPC software, and then of course navigating with the hardware. It connects really well with the software, so I'll just use them both. But the software itself, it needs some steroids. It needs a complete revamping, which I know would probably be expensive for Akai to go back in and just revamp it, but it's definitely going to happen. I actually mixed a whole song in there recently just using plugins, of course, because you can run plugins, VSTs, AU units inside MPC software. I had to bounce down a lot of the VSTs I had up because it was really eating my processor's ass. But the VSTs always do that anyways, but I had to constantly bounce down tracks to maintain system processing and power. But I was able to do it. It worked. The software, it worked. It did its job. So it's not bad, and I'm getting used to it. Like now, when I'm creating beats, I'll do it within the software, the MPC software and the hardware, and then I'll just mix inside Logic and just do that. The last video I said this pretty much. I'm repeating the same thing I've just said, but I don't like working with the MPC within Logic unless somebody can show me how to make it smooth. Now I gotta turn the music back up. Nah, just let it rock. So that's kind of like the negatives. And the software, that's my hate relationship with it, and the fact of how hard it was to connect the software to this. Now, there was a lot of people having that same issue with the screen getting, not making the connection, and, troubleshooting. It took a long time. It was very, very frustrating. I was actually one day away from taking this back and just getting my money and saying, forget it. But during that time, when I had the MPC, I also had the MK3. I had the MK3 first, and I'm going to get to the MK3 next. I had the MK3 first. And I really, I love that device. I think it's a superb drum machine. It got me back into creating. I'm actually going to turn this back up. Okay, there we go. Cool. But this has a beautiful touch screen on it, as you can see, and as I've been, I make beats and such. I mean, you can widen it, get in there. The touch screen seems to be, you can navigate really well with it. It flows beautifully. There is a time, when I was making, especially with streaming, and I believe, streaming, beat creation all at once, it's a lot for your system to handle. So when I was turning the knob and I would have a whole bunch of VSTs and tracks, it would just be slightly buggy. But hey, the Beatles recorded with less modern equipment, that's for sure. So it's just one of those things. It was slightly buggy, but that could be due to my system as well, which the memory is going to be here. I think it's supposed to be here today. It's going to be here tomorrow. So I'll definitely be getting some more performance out of my system, which is great, because I'll tell you what, you put in a couple VSTs like Exhale, that takes up quite a bit of processing, and you add some more realistic pianos on there, and it's gonna eat your computer up. I like to do, if I start to hear it get jittery or buggy and I've already committed the MIDI, bounce it down to wave and then kill the VST all day long. So that's kind of like my love-hate relationship with the MPC Touch. It was, it just didn't work right away, and it took a while to figure out. And the manual is extremely long. Both manuals are very, very long, but that's why they always say, what? Read the fucking manual. Always. Or at least skim through it so you have a reference and get the quick guide. But we all just want to, make beats and go, 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 go. But it doesn't work that way. Never. It's like always a struggle. But that's my love-hate relationship with the MPC. This unit here. My first piece of gear with making beats was the MPC 2000 XL, and that had a binder that was like this thick, and I didn't know anything about music, not anything about theory, and the book spoke like that, or sequences and rhythm and bars, and I just saw that Jay Dilla was making beats, and Premier, and Pete Rock, RZA, Havoc, all those guys were making beats with the MPC, and I was like, I have to have one. If I have one of those, I'll be able to make beats just like them. So that's kind of my, nostalgia with MPC, and kind of, coming back to it. I have a soft spot. They make the best pads on the market, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Pad versus pad, these pads versus the MK3. The MK3 pads are extremely good too. They're known for their drum pads. These pads feel exactly as they felt on the 2000 XL, except I believe these feel better to me. That's just my opinion. But the MPC 2000 XL, you had to hook up like zip drives to it, and those 3.5 drives, you'd have to save your sequences on it, and if you want to load up other sounds. So people, literally my boys, and I had only a small box, like a small shoebox full of those 3.5 drum sets and sounds. But my boys had boxes upon boxes of those zip drives. What happened to our music, y'all? I'm going to put some music back up. But tons of zip drives and shoe boxes full of those zip drives. I said that backwards. But full of... I'm sorry, y'all. I have no idea why the music stopped. But we'll get back to it. But bags upon bags. I mean, talking like bags full of them, just because they started before me. I got late into production in a way. But you know, I always say that, but people, you know, I was late to the party, but at least I made it, right? So that was my first introduction into beat makings with the 2000 XL, and my buddy Ray Mass had to show me how to use it. I had no idea, like, what the fuck, you know. I was just happy to loop just a kick and snare and add some other shit and be like, oh, okay, now I'm making beats. And they were all fucking terrible beats. They were all terrible, but it taught me so much about reading the fucking manual. And it's not about just buying a piece of gear. You have to know the fucking gear. You do, whether it's this keyboard back here, this interface, the computer, you know how to dial it in and tweak it. All these fucking things, they mean a lot in the production world, and knowing about, you know, how to use your gear. But so I went from the MPC 2000 XL. I had that for a lot of years, and there was a couple keyboards I had, because this is in the era where people actually bought, you know, Triton keyboards or Roland Phantom keyboards, or somebody, if you had the Roland or if you had the Triton, then you could bet you had the rack mount version of whichever one you didn't buy. So if you bought the Roland, then you'd have the Triton rack, or, you know, vice versa. Everyone rocked it like that. So because you just pulled sounds from Triton racks or Roland racks, or there was the Akai S9000. I believe that's the model off top. I think that's what it is. And there's just so many different modules that people hooked up to and connected MIDI with the actual MIDI cables. Oh, that fucking era. I tell you what, with the MIDI cables, not a fan. Personally, I just did not like. I got so confused. There was books on it. I'm like, all I want to do is hook this thing up and make some fucking beats. But yeah, no. Now MIDI is, you know, this USB cable here, or these smaller little cables they have now. They're smaller MIDI cables. But I don't get into, you know, hooking shit up like that anymore. I just like to plug in my gear and let's go. We have VSTs now, which hallelujah that we have those, and it makes it so much easier just to plug in and rock instead of configuring shit and this sends to here and this comes out here and we come back and, you know, MIDI. So that's kind of a brief history on kind of like me coming back into the MPC Touch. And my love-hate relationship with the MPC Touch. I really wish they would revamp the software. And anyone that buys any of these units used, unless it's the live, you're fine if you buy the live used for what I'm about to say. If you buy any of those pieces of gear used, you do not get the software for free. You'd have to go onto Akai's and make that extra purchase. You have to go onto their website and buy the software. It's the same thing if you buy an MK3 used. It does not come with software. If somebody has it, then you have to do the transfer, which is pretty straightforward to do. But there's a lot of other, you know, sending it to the person and da-da-da-da-da. But it happens every day. I just sold mine, so it's perfectly cool. So that's kind of like the love-hate relationship that I have with, you know, this unit. That's really about it. I just wish that the software, because I have to use it, was a lot more refined and just looked good, you know. But you know, there's people right now, they're probably, you know, there's people watching this video will watch this video and say, I don't know what you're talking about. This is how it should be. And somebody had told me that they preferred the MPC software over the Maschine software. And I disagree on that. I think the Maschine software is better, personally. So there's your plus, my love relationship with the MK3. So I'm going to pull up the MK3 from, Sweetwater. Yeah, this is the exact unit that I had. I wish I had it in that beautiful orange color. Holy shit, that color is like banging. I absolutely love it. I'm getting parched here. Holy shit. They're out of stock. I'm just noticing that. Look at this. Notify me when in stock. Holy shit. That may be due to manufacturing overseas. I would bet dollars to donuts that's exactly what it is, because my 2000 XL, see, I'm going down memory lane. My 2000 XL, my SSL 2 Plus took a long fucking time to get here because of manufacturing overseas and the whole pandemic thing going on. But okay, so sound pack for sound pack, this sound pack versus Akai, they're equal. They're definitely equal. I would probably give the edge to Native Instruments with the sound packs, though, just because you get a lot of instruments as well inside their expansion packs. Absolutely fire. I own tons of their sample expansion packs, because even though I sold this unit, I can still use those sample packs in battery 4, so that's no biggie there. And here's a little mic drop, is you can take those expansion packs and you can bring them into the MPC and have those Native Instruments expansion packs inside the MPC. Fire. So this unit, though, has a shitload more buttons, obviously. A lot more buttons, a lot more control. Build for build. And I'm going to be putting out a YouTube video comparing the actual MK3 and this, because I did one right before I got rid of it. I wanted to just do one for the community. There's a lot of them out there, but I just want to do a quick one, give my insight, so on and so forth, kind of like I'm doing now. But this thing this thing has been built really, really, really well. I don't know why this is clipping out every time let me just back this off, y'all. You would think I went to, recording school or something. It's like, why do you have the mic clipping out, bro? My bad. I just get all excited and it clips. 1, 2. I didn't hear it there. Okay, good. So yeah, this unit is built really, really slick, really, really well. All the buttons engaged really nicely, just like, you can't hear these, but these buttons click in. These buttons click in and engage and sound just like these, the select button, duplicate, pattern, anything that lights up, it'll click in. You can feel it click in. These knobs, if you have plugins, they can control the parameters on plugins, especially the ones, the Waves plugins, because they have an agreement, kind of like a licensing or an alliance together, that you can control the parameters of the plugins with these knobs here. A lot of layers underneath, so as you see here, perform select, that's another function. Grid, anything that has a second variation, navigate, if there's double words, that's just another layer underneath, and you just hold shift. It's very similar to the MPC. You hold shift to go to some other places. The chopping features are almost all the same with the MPC and the MK3. So if I want to chop in real time and go, boop, 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 chop a sample like this, of course you can see this light up, but if I was chopping it in real time, you can do the exact same thing there. They all do the exact same thing. It's just a different software and unit. They all speak the same language. Quantize is quantize inside the MK3. Inside the MPC, I think it's called time correct. A different language. They say things similarly, but not really. Nice jog wheel on this right here. Snaps in beautifully. This is just a well-built machine. I'm actually getting all weepy thinking about it. No, I'm not. And my love relationship to this is this was the first piece of gear I bought when I wanted to come back into production, because I mainly did songwriting, performing out with my band, writing tracks, finding beats like that, just to save for time. And that's kind of how my formula is now. Whenever I can't even say that. Oh, dip, dip, dip. That's all, folks. Whenever I'm songwriting, I usually I'll look through some of the beats I have. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, then I'll go find some other producers and buy beats from them, just to keep it for time's sake. And there's so many great producers out there, and write like that. Then I'll bring the track to the band. We would make it into our own thing, and it's a totally different track. So that's kind of how the formula would occur. But in terms of coming back to production, when I wanted to get back into beat making again, it just, I never left. I had a keyboard. I always had the keyboard, tons of keyboards, and would work that way within Logic. I didn't have Maschine then or anything like that. So I would just work in Logic and just use my, external keyboard. And then, how things go. You catch the production bug again, and you figure out what kind of drum machine that you want, and just go with it. So that was the first one. This was like new to the market, and it still is, but it was very new to the market then. And bought it at Christmas time, and that was a wrap. And it got me back into tons of beat making in that world. So I'm ever grateful to Native Instruments for that. Now, my complaint about the MK3, God, there's really not much. There really isn't. So that's a big plus. The problem that I have with the unit is this happened. This is one of the main reasons why I sold it. Like, the suspense, please tell us. But, so as I was saying, I own tons of these expansion packs, and then by default, they'll usually go, I forgot. It's like, it's on your hard drive. I can't remember precisely where, but I can navigate it, right now if I need to. But off the top, I cannot remember. But anyways, they always go there, whether it's your computer, my computer, unless you say, put it somewhere else. So I was having the problem of it wanting to rescan all of my fucking plugins and expansion packs. Do you know how long that takes? That takes forever. Actually, I have a video, and I think I could pull it up. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna play this video. Hopefully it'll come up for. Okay, cool. Hold on here. Let me get the screen. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. I'm still getting used to the software. Okay, if I do that, let's see if I go back to QuickTime. Well, can you guys see it? Let's see. Now, okay, cool. This is what I'll have to do. I'll have to embed this video, but this is I want to show you guys this, and I'll just come back to this for time's sake and all that other good shit. But so what would occur is you would. All right, I realize my sign is blocking. Let me get this down. All right, cool. what would occur is it would want to load up every fucking plugin every single time and scan for it, as well as my expansion packs. And then it started to not find it after the scan. It would take, I don't know, an hour plus to load up. So by that time, do you want to create anymore? No. With the software that you paid for, with the hardware you paid for, this happened so often. It happened for a good... It started at, like, when I came back to, I'd switch units. Sometimes I'd make beats here. Sometimes I'd make beats on the MK3. I like to switch it up. I like to use different gear. That's what I'm about. Different gear, blah, 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 making beats. The problem I'm having, though, with that is after it happening over and over and over and over and then having to research it over and over and over, the creative flow is fucking gone. Like, I don't even want to make a beat anymore. I'm so frustrated. So that was the main problem. And I just I took a time to really research it, tried to figure it out, went on the forums, got some resolve out of it, but it did it again. And I said, you know what? While the market's still hot and this machine's still worth the value that I paid for it, then I'm going to get rid of it. And I got rid of it, praise God. I needed to get that out the door. So I got rid of it. I keep all my gear immaculate, so it was actually quite easy to sell. So... I'm blessed that I got that out the window. I'm not sitting on it because, hey man, if your gear if your gear doesn't fire up and you have to spend all fucking day trying to troubleshoot it, I don't think it's meant to be. Because you need to create, you need to get those songs out, and you don't need to be messing around, fumbling around, and fucking with gear. Now, when I say that doesn't mean everything you buy you're just gonna be able to plug in and go. There's a learning curve to a lot of drum machines, equipment, software out there, but I don't need to relearn the machine. I knew how to use it. I don't need to have to keep continuing troubleshoot something that should flow. This I have not had to troubleshoot in a long time. I say that now, and then the thing takes a shit as I fire it up, but it hasn't. So, and also this... Okay, so this is a great unit, so I'm going to say it's going to probably dog this out. This is worth less than the MK3, market-wise, value-wise. So, and also this was doing everything that I wanted the MK3 to do that I learned on there, which was I really wanted to just chop samples. I can chop it all day. I can do that in Serato. I don't even need this, but I can chop it here. I can chop it there. Being able to have real pads, hitting in beats, boom, has all this. So that was my main reason for selling the MK3, was of that loading, missing files, and I'd love to share that. I'm going to try to see if I can pull that up for us guys and gals, because I think that's a really cool piece to show. Let's see if it'll get in here without me crashing it. Oh, cool. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that. No, you can't because it's on me. Alright, cool. So I do have the video up in here. I think we're going to be able to watch it. Let's see here. Okay, cool. We're going to go back to the movie. You can't see, or you can see me, or whatever. 1 second here. My bad. But anyways, back to the movie so I can show you guys what exactly I was talking about. Alright. Back to the movie. Oh, there it is. Resume. Okay, cool. So this is what it would do. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. So it asks, do you want to rescan your waves? It's not doing it now. Gosh, I guess this is an older video. But anyways, it would just scan and scan and scan and scan and scan, and it just was not, just constantly scanning. So, well, at least you got to look at my old desktop, which was even more messier. But anyways, it would continue to load and scan, and even if you went to go check all plugins and go check everything back in, when you would fire it back up, it would take the same amount of time or longer. So, big bummer there. Big bummer there. So, y'all, that's my love-hate relationship with the MPC and the MK3. So, they do exactly the same things. The softwares are very similar. The software in the MK3, the Maschine software, is much easier to use than the MPC software. Sample packs are all pretty much the same. The expansion packs in Native Instruments MK3 give it a much, probably just a little bit more of an edge for sure. Build quality, build for build, hard to say. They're both built good, but I'd give it to the MK3. Button for button, of course, the MK3 has more buttons, but these are cheaper. The Touch you can get for probably around $300 now if you shop around used. The Touch, not the Touch, the Live units, those are going to be a heck of a lot more though. Like just tons more. I think it's a good, I think they're probably around $700 to $800. I'm gonna check something real quick on my iPad, y'all, right quick. I can't believe those MK3s still hold a value of $649. Oh, this is coming with complete select. Okay. That's giving you a heck of a... the complete select is just giving you more expansion packs and not plugins, but VSTs. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about the whole Twitch streaming yet. I know from YouTube it works generally like all day long, connecting to it. I believe, the formula hasn't changed of how I'm vlogging, of course, or streaming, and I just would like to have the Twitch chat more visible. I have to look up some more tips and tricks on that. If there's any other like producers or creators out there that y'all can recommend, hit me up, let me know for sure. I'm always down to discover new artists, new bands, and all that. Or if there's any channels that y'all like out there that I should check out, please let me know. I'm always down to find some great content. So just, let me know. Check 1, 2. Every time I hear this beat right here, I think superhero, like running through the city and chasing down thief that stole somebody's purse or something like that. I don't know. It's like superhero. I'm flying around the city type music. All right, y'all. So, yeah, that's pretty much my love and hate relationship with both the devices. But, 1 second here, y'all. Let's get back to reality. There I am. Get this here. Pull this back up here. Let me add this 1 second, y'all. Get that back up there. Cool. So that's pretty much like my love-hate relationship with the MPC and the MK3. They're both beautiful devices. As I'm doing this this video, I'm I'm wondering, where is it right now? It's actually in New York. I sold it to somebody in New York who's making fire beats right now. So it's got good energy. It's got good energy. So whoever it goes to, or he or she it may go to, they're gonna have some good vibes and good energy with this unit here. It's one of my. I'm gonna miss the MK3, and that's the good thing about these units, because you can find them everywhere, whether it's the micro or whatever, and you can come back to it. In any of the packs, like I said, that you bought inside the MK3, you can put those right inside the MPC, or if you're rocking Battery 4, you still own those expansion packs for life. Absolutely a great unit. Absolute great unit. But so yeah, my question, like as I asked earlier in the comments, or whether you watch this on YouTube or here, which device would you pick out of these two on a desert island? Let's just pretend like the MPC is the live version. Well, if you had power on the desert island, because you can't get this without power. So if you were on a desert island, which device would you pick? And it could be the MPC 1, 2, or the X. We can throw that in there as well. You know, and any other device. If there's any devices out there people are messing with that they really like, shout us out. Let us know. But yeah, you know, I didn't know if I was gonna make a beat tonight, but you know, I think I should make a beat. I can make a quick beat, a quick boom bap beat. I don't know if I'll tap in the drums yet or not. I'll just go with the flow. Go with the flow. All right. Cool. All right, I'm gonna lower the music down, and I'm gonna boot up, start getting in the MPC. I'll tap in some beats for us here, and we'll just start easing down that road. That road there. All right, cool. Boom. Pull up MPC. It's already pulled up down there. Cool. Boom. Got it. All right. I'll load up some drums. You know, I've been using, like I said, I've been using these Marco Polo drums. This is volume 1 that I threw some things together that I really liked. And I'll put the volume 6 as I did in the other videos. I absolutely love the Marco Polo Pad Thai volume series. It is absolutely, they're absolutely incredible. I mean, it definitely gets the incredible award all day long. It totally does. Oops, let's go back to my computer. See that? I got to get used to the software, y'all. I'm actually going to take off the banner, the David banner. There it is. Where is it? Okay, cool. Yeah. The beats are, yeah, you guessed it. The sample packs from Marco Polo, you guessed it, disgusting and incredible. All right, cool. So let me pick out. Okay, we got the drums loaded up. Let's just start chopping away here. I might use a loop. I don't know. Probably not. We'll just figure it out, y'all. I'll tell you, that is the one thing, though. Navigating on this is beautiful with the touch screen. I wish the touchscreen was just a little bit bigger, but you know what? You can't have everything. All right. Why not? Go to 90. All right, cool. Here we go. Ah. I'm just going to go bump on cack, boom, bap. Do 88. Ah, ha, ha. R. Here we go. Oh, shit. Here we go. There was a couple parts I messed up on. Let's see if the quantize. I probably have to quantize it. I'm still kind of confused about how the quantize works within MPC. I know, in Logic you just highlight and you hit Q. Oh, I got it. There it is. Loop-de-loop. Hey! I'll switch up drum kits. Still Marco Polo though. I'm actually going to use, I love that. I could use that. That's always been. It's been kind of my go-to lately, though. Is that hat? Those hats. Just gonna lay that down. Why not? Why, God? I always forget. Anytime I have a track, you gotta unarm the other one, or you won't hear the other one. All right, here we go. Wrong hats. Wrong button. All right. Now we got a little vibe going on. I'm just going to show where you can go with some of these one-shots from the Marco Polo volumes. I'm going to chop up a sample for this beat, or maybe I'll just use, I don't know, but I wanted to show y'all the one-shots that are in this and the possibilities that you can use in your creation. Here we go. I can't remember what's on these. Yeah. You can just hit right on that. Get evil with it. Griselda. Yeah. Uh-huh. Huh. So there you go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. So you can see, you can go. There's a lot of different vibes you can use on these. I like that one. Ho! Let's go. Yeah. That's when you know the bad motherfucker walked in. You're like... So those horns can get vicious. They just change the mood, like, just immediately. And we just got sweet with it. Oh, here you go. So, you know, me just messing around with those, you see where we can go with that. We can get medieval with it. We can do all types of shit. That's straight hip hop there. Yeah. Let's go. I gotta find the choke groups to cut. Oh, mute groups. Oh, here we go. Now I'm back in action. Let's hear what this one is. Sounds like it was sampled from a Western. Griselda. Sounds like one of those Griselda type, you know, beats. Hooah! Much better. Try this one. Keep that going. I think some of the vocals on this are gonna get real spicy. So there you go. I mean, I probably made about, I don't know, 10 beats just off, you know, these one shots. So there's a lot of different ways you can, you know, cook with these. And that's just off one pack. Hey, 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 hey. Everyone loves this one. That's in a lot of shit. That's evil. Here it is again. Hey! Let's go. Hey, let's go. I remember this one. It's one of my favorites. This can get the party started. Well, for this beat, it could. It'd go. So that was some of the one shots that you can get with the Marco Polo sample packs. Lots of shit. Yeah, and you don't stop. I said, yeah, and you don't stop. It's still, yeah, and you don't stop. I love that song by Snoop, but I don't think it's, you know, it's pretty. Whoa, whoa. Flew off the shelf. It wanted to fly. I'm gonna turn the fan on real quick. It got really fucking hot up here. Probably because of that light. Oh man, I thought I could stand it, but I was like pulsing here, fucking hot. It might have been from that fireball that Ryu has on my screen that was just heating me up next. It was just scorching me. All right, I'm gonna put a sample in here. We'll chop this sample up, and probably should have a nice good basis for us to grow on, of course, like the other beats. We're always going to come back and revisit to add, bass, different stuff. A lot of these tracks, too, that I make, they'll sound, let's just say they'll sound like this. I send it to my friend. Maybe he plays the drums differently, but similar. Now we have a whole vibe, that type of shit. All right. Soul Spectrum. There's only one wave file in there. Sampler pack. Alright, cool. Comps and stems. I don't recognize that. I'm just gonna grab this. I don't know what it is, but it's obviously a minute long, so it's probably gonna be a really nice sample. Some of these I know, some of these I do not know, and that's straight up. I like to work like that, honestly, just to be surprised, so I can be like, oh, that oh shit moment. I don't have any set criteria. That I guess that's just what I'm trying to get at. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, it's Serato Sample time. Time to chop suey. I need to get a cleaver GIF so when I'm chopping samples, people know. I'm gonna make that note. Note to self: get the cleaver GIF. All right, I have to turn my back oh so slightly to my keyboard, but I plan on having a keyboard here, I think, in the next setup. But I really like my Korg Kontrol 49. That's what that is over there. All right, let's change the vibe. Hello? Check 1 2. Check. Check, baby. Check, baby. Check. Check, baby. Check, baby. 1 2. Make sure this mic is not clipping out. 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, here we go. Back to wood shop to chop the block. Alright, so this is a long sample, but I chopped up about 16 pieces. I'm going to mess with what I have right now. And then, and just see what the kind of pattern I can come up with, just, you know, messing around and playing with those chops right there. Because there's still more for me to chop on this, but I was chopping it to the time. So, yeah, let me mess around with that pattern. Yeah! Here we go. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try this. I'll probably use the pieces in the beginning that I really liked, because all that soloing stuff, it's cool, but it's hard to really place in there for, you know, what we're trying to do here. I'm going to double the length to 16 bars. Normally would do like 32 just to keep it super random, because, you know, the longer the track is, you'll make more, you know, just intuitive chops, and they turn out to be something good sometimes, or bad. Doesn't matter. The whole point is make the track long enough so you can like play around and mess around when it's recording at a longer length, because you can come up with different ideas. Ding! Light bulb. Wish I had my light bulb gif. All right, here we go. Light bulb gif. Oh, here's a light bulb right there. Ryu. I missed it right there. Yeah. Hey. There's a couple pieces I messed up on, but let's see if it pushed it back into time. If anything, it doesn't matter. I got a really, really good nest here and a really good basis to get to add more seasoning. Let me turn the track down a little bit for us. Whoops, I moved the fader so it'll count that in automation, which I'm not a fan of. There we go, right there. That's good. That's a good balance. And I'll just keep in mind to not go too loud on the mic. Know what I'm saying? Like right there. Na 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 na. I can hear the strings are off. I think. Trust your ears. But you know that's a mouse click away from getting deleted. I like these Mikeys. Got a good vibe going on here. Let's see if I can add a little some other seasoning from this Marco Polo kits. If there's any like ambient type beat. No, ambient type sound effects. I think I lost it right there. Because I think right here it sounds fine. It didn't sound like horribly off, but I like to... The strings will throw it off right there. So what I'll do is I'll come back to right here. There should be a note. Yep, there it is. I'm going to delete that, and that. And let's see where we're at. If I take... If I Command C that, and then if I brought it to that line, then a Command V. Okay, good. Learning something new on the MPC. Sometimes, the Command C, Command V paste. Sometimes it'll paste it like way over here instead of like right over here. So that worked out. All right, I might just let this same little pattern ride. No need to change it up, I guess. We'll just figure that out later. And maybe another spice, spice meaning another seasoning effect, maybe something on top, a one shot. But here we go. Yeah, the choke groups are called mute groups. I think that's what they're called in the MPC. So weird. Sorry, y'all, for the randomness. I always forget what's on all these fucking kits. Don't need that. I almost rolled over my dog. Don't want to do that. Pardon me, y'all. Just these glasses keep pinching. Ah, much better. Much better. Sprinkle that in. That doesn't really go for this. That can just be put anywhere. Maybe that. Add this like. If that was like in the beginning. Might have to. It's not like it's in the same key. I think I'll break out exhale again like I normally do. But we're on Twitch, baby. We're on Twitch. We might as well have fun with it. So I'll pull up maybe a synth and mess with that for a little bit. All right, let's do this. I would pull up Battery 4. I mean, I love it, but I would have to scroll through a lot of shit because I'm not like 1,000% familiar with it. I need to get more familiar with Battery 4. I mean, I'm familiar, but I need to get more into my sound packs. You know, like what's my go-tos? See the city lights up on Broadway. Up on Broadway. I'm trying to see the city lights. I'm up on Broadway. Never know. I'm up on Broadway. With the city lights. The pinwheel of death. Loading up the, what's it called? Arturia, Analog Lab? I think that's what it's called. Geez, I couldn't even think. Yeah, Analog Lab number 4. CB4. It's a fairly large plugin, like interface-wise, so that's why it's taking forever to load. Gives us time to chat and look at Ryu. Hadouken. Hadouken. Ah, there it is. That could be cool. I don't know why this always says demo mode. It's like I paid for this motherfucker, so I don't know. Every fucking time. I have to log into that. I'm not doing that right now. Just go away. It's not allowing me to go away. Crapola. Let's try this. Don't have an account. Okay, we don't want that. We want you to leave us alone. We want to go back to our MPC world. Alright, cool. I'll just get rid of it then, little shite. I could have that little twinkle twinkle. I could put that on it. Captain chords. No. Shit. I thought I had that plug-in. The one, you know, the one that gives you the key of the track. I know this is in C. Okay, cool. Bum, 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 bum. Serato Studio Linked. What's that? Oh, Funky Fingers. I'll pull that up. I haven't played with that in a while. As it takes forever. This is a okay plugin. This is the Zaytoven plugin. I don't know if anyone's familiar with this. It's okay. It's so good I don't hear shit through it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hear anything through it though. Let's do this then. Weird. Okay. Here we go. I can't believe that that's even in there. It sounded like shite. It's called the Sauce expansion. No, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. Phased Mayor. This pad is called Fake Love. dome keys. They better be off the dome. I think there's a reason why I don't ever pull for this. It's because there's not shit on here that I really, really like. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's kind of cool. Hip hop leads, probably with that West Coast. Sound like a goose honking. Ha! Trap whistle. So that just goes to show, just because you buy something that's got somebody's name on it doesn't mean it's worth shit. Or, I mean, doesn't mean it's amazing. And this happens to be one of those products. Or this plugin. Ghost Nights. Let's see. Now we're talking. Ethnic flute. Probably gonna sound terrible. Yeah. Doesn't even sound like a flute. Check. This better be something here. too. All right. I'm gonna explore through some of these kits. All right, I'm gonna put the little cherry. I'm gonna put some vocals on this like I normally do and put this thing to rest. It's taking forever to load this plugin. Alright, it finally loaded it. I'm in a waiting room that's located to another waiting room that's in the waiting room. You ever been there before? Happens all the time. Especially if you go to the hospital, but the doctor's office. You're in the largest waiting room, and then they call your name, and what do? You go into another room and you wait there. Coincidence? Anybody that's into beats and all that out there, can anybody tell me the difference between the NKI and the Legacy? I could probably just Google it, but I would love for somebody to interact and let me know. Uh-oh, heard a little crackly. Snap, crackle, pop. I was wondering why the drums sound so damn loud, because they're up pretty loud. Here we go. You can't see the mixer because I have it on my other screen, but if the mixer could just be it just needs a whole refinement. There we go. I'm gonna go to slices. I'll tell you what, Exhale, it's just such a great plug-in, and I'll tell you what, it's like cheating. It really is. It makes anything sound fucking good. Actually, you know what? If you dig through and manipulate, the key that you want it in and all that, it sounds good on everything. Everything. I don't want to loop like that. I forgot how to turn that off. Oh, pulse. Nice. I like that. I was just too busy. I'm just going to pick one of these randomly, and whatever I pick, I'm laying it down, and that is going to be it for this episode. Jade Rabbit, better be fire. Don't even know what it sounds like. Okay, it can't be that one. It's too squeaky. Stop crying. How about that? Plugin Kitty. Well, there you have it, folks. Little quick beat. And MK3 versus the MPC. My love and hate relationship with those two devices. We got a beat going on at the same time. Who knows if it'll be a keeper. Of course, those vocals, those vocal chops that I just put in there, I'd probably like to go through a few more and add some other things on there, but it's all in the name of creation and making beats. But this is how fast and how quick you can get shit done. And it's all about putting out as much as you can, because not everything is going to be a winner. Out of those 10 beats that you make, 2 are the champion, or 1 is. The rest are just fillers. But so yeah, I'm gonna do a Command S, y'all, on this track, and then we'll, regroup, and then I can see y'all next time. But let me, I'm gonna do a Command S right quick. Very important, Command S. Command S-ing right now. It's probably gonna take a while to save too, because of all the plugins and all that shit. The touchscreen got a little buggy there, but we're still here. Do it. Save. And away it goes. And away it goes. Put a little music on as we're waiting. If we can get there. And we can. We're good. Oh, Ryu, you look badass, bro. I love that. Love it. This will be my mascot. All right, here we go. Cool, cool, cool. So we're not just sitting in the dark going... So we're not just sitting in the dark. Sitting in the darkness. Alright, let's make sure MPC is still doing its thing. Oh, still there. Good, good, good. Oh, that's crazy. Cool. So yeah, y'all, that's the Marco Polo Volume 6. I used the drums on. Volume 1. Just messing around with some of those one-shots so y'all could see. I have Volumes 1 through 6, and I haven't even gone through all of them yet and got, the best kicks, the best snares, put my own kits together that I like. There's just so much content. So shout out to Marco Polo. Those packs are fire. They are incredible. I put my incredible Hulk up, but... Oh, it's saved already. Cool. I was afraid it would crash. So I'm going to close out MPC, and we can wrap up. Yes, I want to save that. But I said that over and over. Okay, cool. Cool, it's going to kick out, which is fine. In the beginning stages, in the hate relationship with the MPC, holy shit, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. It was a royal pain in the ass sometimes. Oh, it's crazy. Okay. I was like, oh, my headphones look like they have hair popping out of them. Yeah. So, y'all, I really appreciate, the one person that tuned in. I see that there is one person. I don't know if that's my girlfriend or somebody else. Either or. Thanks for tuning in and checking it out. This is what it is. We're going to be talking about gear, technology, making beats, sample packs, MCing, freestyling, having fun, connecting, building a community. So if this is you, definitely follow. And I'll be streaming every single day. I'll be getting on a schedule. Just want to make sure the gear is doing its gear things and not, fucking up, that it's processing right and sending it out and the computer can handle it. But my memory should be here tomorrow and we shouldn't have any fucking problems. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let me pull up something right here. Bam. Cool. So once again, if you are new here, please follow. If you're watching this video on the restream, please follow, comment, hit me up if you know if you're an MC yourself or a producer and you're not into mixing or you need some mixing done. Hit me up. I'd love to mix it right here on Twitch for you and the community so they can watch, and I'll put a fat mix on it, make it sound awesome. If you're just into beat creation, you don't know anything about mixing, I can take care of that for you. Or if you have a friend that wants to send the tracks over, we can mix them here on Twitch. Faux show. But yeah, please follow if you're on YouTube. Subscribe, comment below, all that good shit. Always greatly appreciated. And for everyone out there, I always thank you a bunch, because it's all about community that puts us where we need to be. So definitely please subscribe, and I definitely thank y'all. And of course, with all the bullshit going on in the world today, it's always good to, to smile and all that shit, but also to stay positive. I love that. I need to be able to be more fluid with it, but yeah, absolutely stay positive out there. Not everything is doom and gloom like the news wants us to think. Everything is doom and gloom and the world is falling apart and all this shit. There's still a lot of good people out there. There's tons of good people out there, like lots and lots and lots. So not everything is doom and gloom. And we're here in the Twitch community or the YouTube world or wherever we're at or wherever you're seeing this, and it's a good vibe and a good connection. So peace to everybody out there. I will see y'all tomorrow for sure. Sorry y'all for my voice elevating and it peaking out here. I do apologize about that. Yeah, you would think I went to school for that. I think I already said that joke, but yeah. The sound guy is always to blame. Not the band sounding like shit, the sound guy's fault. If the band doesn't know how to tune, it's the sound guy's fault. So I'll just turn that down just there. It's probably because I'm way up on this mic, and then when I say something real quick, okay, it didn't clip there. But peace to everybody out there. Once again, please follow, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And don't forget to smile. Make somebody else smile too. And I will see y'all next time. Check the schedule. I have one up, but I will be broadcasting every single day. So there'll always be a new video up. So I hope you all enjoyed the comparison video with the MK3 and the MPC. My love-hate relationship with it, with the device. And yeah, y'all. So I will see y'all next time. Enough to chit-chat. I'll see you next time, y'all. Peace. Have a great evening. Good night, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time, y'all. My name is Ace. Peace.